Hey guys, it's Rob. 425 days until I turn 30. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with this. It's weird. I'm not used to not having facial hair. I feel like I look like some kind of strange man-child. I think the goatee will come back in pretty short order. But I felt itchy yesterday, and it had to go. Let's go ahead and get the check-in out of the way. Not the greatest check-in today. Went up about half a pound, 0.6. I thought I was good this week. I thought I was good for this update. There's lots of exercise involved. And there was a brief period yesterday where I was actually below 230, but that was on a stomach so empty that I was feeling a little woozy. Not that I starved myself or anything, I just chose an odd hour to exercise when I hadn't eaten much, and that was a bad idea that I'll probably never do again. And I checked off the last new chapter box. So new chapters are completely written as far as chapters that had to be made from scratch. But what isn't done is basically modifying the last two chapters rather dramatically to take account of changes that have come in the past chapters. Because I've changed some major events, I've changed some presentation, I've added a conflict where previously a storyline just kind of just floundered off and didn't go anywhere. So now I've added a conflict, but now that conflict changes the terms at the end of the story. So I kind of need to sort back over that. I'm a little ways into changing one of those chapters, but not so much that I can put a full X in one of those boxes. But yeah, still potentially going out to beta readers by Monday. It really does need to. I need to just that needs to be a yes, not a maybe. Discipline. But one of the things that's interesting that I'm finding and challenging, I will know every version of this story that never got published, but you will only ever know the final version, or if you're a beta reader, the beta version you read plus the final version. I think if I'm expecting to make 3 books out of this, it may be approaching time to construct an actual setting wiki or setting Bible. I don't know if it'll be a public thing or not, but just the fact management of writing a story in an imaginary world and remembering what you said to people and being consistent. I don't think I'm the kind who's gone into deep detail about people's eye colors and stuff, but I've heard about authors who have accidentally changed the eye colors of their protagonists from book to book, and it's difficult to keep track of it all. You do kind of need notes and ways to find that information shorthand, aside from just digging back into old copies of your other books. So yeah, that's going to be a project that's going to have to come about, just because, particularly in the realms of fantasy and science fiction, you tend to cater to an audience with a high attention to detail. They want to get lost in your canon. They want to think of the world you created as a real place, as an exciting place. I think the degree to which we've seen people engage with the wizarding world of Harry Potter, with Hogwarts in it, and the way that alters reality, or Panem, the nation in the Hunger Games. People love that stuff. And one way you can actually show a lot of respect to your readers is by loving it and engaging with it as much as they do. Having answers for these things, staying consistent, treating the canon with as much veneration as they treat it with. So that's going to be something that I have to crack down and create, probably between books 1 and 2, just so that I have all the reference that I need to make sure I do a good job. Because if I expect to write a fantasy trilogy, I should do it right. Yeah, like I said, I thought I did a good job eating wise on the diet, but the weight doesn't show it. Then again, weight is a ping-ponging, fluctuating thing that changes often like the tides. in addition to for things that you've done to control it. That, I think that might be everything. Next week, I can't, I don't want to say for absolutely sure yet, just because we're a little further away, and the recording time is apparently not set in stone yet. But I may very well be on the Technophilia podcast again, because I told Justin that there was a rant I wanted to have about Square Enix. And he was like, well, that sounds like something that our target demographic might like to hear. So I think I'm going to do that. If I'm on the ball, and part of the reason that I need to actually be so aggressive about getting the current story sent out to beta readers is that I have an opportunity to be part of a short story collection, an actual, honest-to-goodness, published in a book short story collection with a community of other writers. But in order to be in that, I need to get on the ball and write a 10,000 word or so short story in time to make the deadlines for us to scrutinize one another's stories, review, refine, etc. But that would be another thing to do, publishing-wise, toward getting 250,000 words published. Remember at the very beginning of this when I said it was going to be 5 works of roughly 50,000 words, and then it's just kind of rubber banded everywhere since? You know, the goal is still very much to hit that word count, but the 5 works thing has become kind of a different beast, just because I'm realizing that the novel is not the only path to published paid writing. So exciting discovery. Like I always say, I learn a lot doing this. Just discovering how this weird writing publishing world works has been fascinating, and I'm glad I'm doing it, even if at times it makes me want to curl up in a corner and be absolutely terrified and perfectionistic about my work and think, oh my gosh, this can't possibly be good enough. It is exciting, and if your brain is anything like mine, it will do everything in the world to resist change. But without change, you can't go from bad to better, even if you have to risk going from okay to worse. I think that's enough out of me for today. Thank you for watching the videos. Take care, like, and share. That kind of rhymed. I'm all done here. Working hard over the weekend, getting that stuff to beta readers by Monday. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care. Have a good one.